Hello, wonderful people. Obviously, this is a video for PC users of Skyrim, as the console versions don't have a console for commands. When you press the tilde key, the console comes up. I'm here to discuss both the best mods to make the console better, and console commands both vanilla and mod-based that will let you manipulate your game in ways that otherwise wouldn't be possible. This isn't going to just be a list of console commands. For that, just go to the links in the description, but I will be covering some useful ones later. What are the best mods to improve the console? Console Commands Extender adds a few new console commands, but I'm not really concerned with that. It's mostly for modders. Its best feature is when you click on an object with the console open, it highlights it. So you know you've selected the correct thing, and you know the bounds of the object. Help Extender, for AE only, adds more help commands. Check the mod page. I don't have AE. More informative console. When you click on something, it displays a great deal of information about the object. At a basic level, it tells you the mod the object comes from, what edited it last, the form ID, and all the effects on it and attributes of it if it's an NPC. Console++ and Copy and Paste in Console allow you to copy-paste things from outside the game into the console. This is very helpful if you don't remember commands and just want to copy-paste them into your console from the list in the description. Skyrim Search, a lesser-known mod, allows you to search for NPCs, cells, quests, and quest stages in the console, rather than having to look it up in Xedit. It is invaluable for finding what cell you're in, or finding a misplaced NPC. And it not only lists NPCs' base IDs, which is their original form in the game files, but their reference ID, which is actually them in the game. And now some smaller additions. Add perk points through console commands lets you do just that. Not normally possible in vanilla Skyrim. The syntax is in the description. Show Animation command shows you what animation the click target is doing. Helpful for troubleshooting with DAR and OAR. Opparco MFG Command and MFG Fix allow you to change your character's expressions with console commands. Look at the mod page for the specifics. It's great for screen archery. I'll have a section below about screen archery and video creation. Alright, now some useful commands. With all the commands given that turn things off, if you put them in again, it turns them back on. First, for basic troubleshooting, you'll want to know TGM for God mode, which essentially makes you immune to everything. And you have infinite stamina and magicka that aren't spent when you do things. Tim for immortal mode, which means your health can't be reduced to 0, but things will get wonky if an enemy performs a kill move on you. TCL, to turn off clipping for your character. You'll basically run on the air. Make sure you don't have anything targeted when you do it. Otherwise it won't work. You can use it to unstick yourself if you get stuck somewhere. EPC for enable player controls, if you're locked in a scripted scene that's not advancing, and you just want to get out of there. Or TSCR to turn off all running scripts. TSCR is not typically a good idea to use, as it can break things. I use it as a last resort. TIE toggles AI of everyone, or your selected target. Kill will kill your target, unless they're essential. Then they'll just scoot around, kneeling like a weirdo. Resurrect will bring your target back to life. Put a 1 after it to keep them as is. Put nothing or 0 to reset their inventory. So a common problem with quest mods, and Skyrim in general, is NPC placement and quest advancement. Sometimes NPCs don't make it to the proper place for a quest to advance. Sometimes quests don't advance because of script lag, or bugs, or mod interactions, or any number of reasons. Say you have a mod that changes terrain and Esbern or somebody got stuck on a tree. If you don't know where an NPC is that you need for a quest, you can look them up and get their form ID. If they're vanilla, they'll be available on UESP. If they're in your game, regardless, they'll be available in Xedit. A more convenient way to do this is the aforementioned Skyrim Search. If you want to bring them to you, use Pride, then their form ID, then move to player.
If you want to move to them, use player.moveto and then their form ID.
Note that if the NPC is dead, you'll move to the dead actor cell, which is inescapable. Of course, you can always either load or pop in on a character you know is alive with the same command. If you're having problems with a quest advancing, you should look it up on UESP, Xedit, or Skyrim Search. Then type player.sqs, then the quest's form ID. This can tell you what quest stage you're on, or if you've even started the quest at all. If you think a quest isn't advancing when it should, save first, and you can attempt to advance the stages of the quest with this command. Set stage, the quest's form ID, and then the stage number that you learned from the previous command. You can advance the stages one by one and wait to see what happens. Be warned, NPCs might not react to the quest advancing like they should, so this should be used cautiously. You can learn more about what each stage is using Xedit or UESP. Here's the section for screen archery and video making. If you want to modify your character after the game start, use Show Race menu. Be sure to save before and after you do this. Use TFC to toggle the free-flying camera. TFC 1 will freeze everything while you do it.
SUCSM, then a number, will set the free camera speed. I usually settle for 2.
TM will toggle menus. Be warned, you'll need to turn back on the menu without the console being visible. Another good one to know, if you get stuck in combat forever, click yourself in the console and type Stop Combat Alarm on Actor. The help command allows you to search for other useful commands.
If you hate inventory management like I do, player.might have carry weight and an obscenely high number, like 10,000, to permanently set your carry weight to that. Lastly, if you use SKSC and you need to reset your mod menus because not all of them appeared, type.
This will reset all of your MCMs. It might take a couple minutes for them to reload. Also, MenuMade has a more elegant and quick way of doing this. I recommend it. I use a lot of these commands for troubleshooting and testing out new mods. And that is it for me today. Make your game what you want, and happy modding.